Baisley with the rip. Dean Larry, you got to load that one up. Hey, hey.
Oh, got a little wink action there.
Hey. And set.
The Warriors in the state final!
Good afternoon from Kusel Stadium, the home of your Mariemont Warriors. Today's matchup is the Mariemont Warriors versus your Badin Rams. Mariemont comes into this contest with a record of 7-3-5 against your Badin Rams with a record of 10-4-1. I am Brian Sugarman, and I am alongside my co-host Nathan Etten, and we are proud and happy to bring this game to you this afternoon.
Happy to be here today with you, Brian. It is a beautiful and gorgeous day here in Mariemont, Ohio. So glad everyone's here to join us today for the game. Special shout out to ICRC for pushing it out there to the public, and hope you're watching live with us today.
Couldn't be happier to be here today. This is the last regular season game of the year. Tournament play starts early this next week. Mariemont Warriors coming off a tie in their last game on Thursday against Madeira. Great matchup. I was on hand to watch that game. It was a 0-0 tie, but both teams battled out. Both teams are actually state ranked as well.
Like you were talking about before we got on the air, Brian, Madeira was number 9 in the state, Division III. So the games that Mariemont has lost so far have been to really good teams. So I expect them to come out today, hopefully get a win in this last game of the year for these girls. They've worked so hard this year. They want to get into the playoffs with a W. But Badin, a formidable opponent.
Absolutely. You know, looking at their history, they have 9 state championships in their storied history. So, last year they were the champions of their league, and absolutely it's going to be a great matchup today. And we're just a few moments here away from kickoff. Looks like Maddie Murphy's on the ball at center circle. The referee seemed to be getting in place. There's a ball on the far side that we're taking care of as we go. But again, as you said, beautiful day out here, right around 50 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. And it's homecoming day for our Mariemont Warriors. Always a tough day to play on, so hopefully the girls can put that aside and be ready to play. And we're here in the opening minutes. Badin getting the quick offensive look. Nice effort outside. We're going to have a throw in here from Cami Spang, number 25. Taking the ball down in the deep corner of this field.
I look for Mariemont to come out early and to make the attack, to try to get on the board early. They want to get a point.
Absolutely. It would be a nice way to end the season. Great record, doing well as we playing this ball across. Peyton Shoemaker, a freshman, with the back, playing the ball out wide over there to number 11, Shannon O'Brien, who plays it wide to Olivia Naccioni. Olivia has great speed. Actually, Mariemont across the board has great speed, so look for them to really press that back line. Maddie Murphy again with the ball, playing a nice ball, trying to find McGowan out wide here, but Badin stops the ball and they're attacking down the sideline. Number 5, Mallory Smith taking the ball at freshman Peyton Shoemaker.
That was good defense by Badin, number 4, Avery Buckle.
Peyton again clearing it. Marley's coming back quite a distance to get this ball, but again, her speed will counter it. Plays the ball into Ellie Poindexter up top. Back to Maddie Murphy there. Maddie makes a nice little play, looking out wide to Olivia, but great defensive play by number 8, Madison Schweitzer. But again, Mariemont has the ball there attacking. They're about 30 out from goal here. Kendall Dewey, nice ball in to Marley. And great defensive play and a shot up and over by Kendall Dewey. It will be her first goal kick of the day for Michaela Kowalski. Michaela, Athlete of the Year in the Greater Catholic League last year. Again, if we're watching the replay here, nice shot from Kendall, just a bit too high.
Nice job by Kendall there to try to get the goal in. And Mariemont pushing the tempo early here.
They are. Maddie Murphy loves to control this midfield. She is low to the ground, but quick and feisty. I love watching her play. She has a great handle on the ball, really controls that midfield. And the way Mariemont plays, there's a lot of space in there for her to do her thing, and she looks to go wide over to Naccioni or Marlene McGowan out wide. So Badin's got the ball. They're pinging it around the back, looking to go down the center of the field here. Plays the ball into number 23, Caitlin Berger, who's a freshman. She's got some great size for a freshman over there. Again, playing the ball, booting up over the top, but the back line of Mariemont clears the ball back into the midfield, where, again, Berger is on the ball.
Badin doing a nice job, I think, staying patient, trying to do well on the offensive attack here. So it looks like they're moving a little bit slow, but I think they're very methodical in the way that they're trying to attack.
I would agree. A misplay there. It looks like Cammie Spang's going to come get a throw-in right around midfield for the Lady Warriors. McGowan's pressing the field, and also looks like Ellie Poindexter's looking to get involved a little here as well. Again, playing the ball out here. It looks like Badin is really trying to play out wide here to Poland and Mallory Smith. They look to be attacking the right defense, maybe targeting our freshman defender. But by this time in the year, are you really a freshman anymore?
No, I think the freshmen by now, they've proven their salt. And if they're in this game, if they're starting, they're no longer freshmen.
Badin, a great student here. Maddie Murphy plays the ball out wide and out of bounds, unfortunately. But yeah, back to the freshmen. At this time in the year, I believe Badin started all 16 games for the Warriors and got great size as a freshman, but really taking on that defensive role that they've asked her to play this year. The Warriors coached by Mike Haney. He's been around for quite some time here. Great coach, great guy, and really has the girls playing good soccer around this time. Ball out deep in the Warriors attacking third here. Spang is coming all the way up from the defensive end to take this throw.
Yeah, Poindexter made a nice job, tried to get to the outside there, but Buckle closed in on her and was able to get the body on the ball to get it to go out of bounds. But we got a nice opportunity here.
Absolutely. And here comes the throw. Looking to flick this ball on. Ellie puts it back. Unfortunately, it is Spang. Good effort there. I like the idea, but couldn't just get it right to her. But Spang works her way back to try and win this ball. Does a great job of doing it. Looking for some support and a plethora of Badin defenders there defending her and earning a throw-in for the Warriors here.
Yes, you got double teamed there by Mallory Smith.
Peyton Smith, on the other hand, a Warrior player, defending right here, tackling her down. Peyton's had a great season so far. Really holds down that central midfield position. Maddie Murphy plays more of the attack, and Peyton does a nice job of playing more in that defensive role and really closing down speed and space for a lot of these teams here. Kendall Dewey again on the ball, looking for Naccioni over there on the right-hand side. We do have a player down right around half field, and it looks like we might have our first substitution of the game as well. Athletic trainer Jeremy Sipes driving onto the field.
He's not wasting any time. He's getting out there as soon as he can. We were talking before we went on the air last night at the boys football game. Real tragic injury, but to the quarterback of Finneytown, compound fracture. So Jeremy's getting his work in.
Jeremy always seems to be getting his work in. We have a lot of varsity sports, and we're going to get into a lot of those sports later. We've had a great fall season for many of our sports teams here. But Jeremy stays busy. The kids love him. He's a great guy. So, in soccer, when you don't get too many stoppages of play, 5 minutes in, given this little break in action, it looks like the Warrior girls and the Ram ladies are huddling up here and trying to figure out how they can break down the other teams.
They're strategizing. It's early in the game, but I think both teams, they're still going to stick to their game plan. They're not going to back off of what they came in with. I really like the intensity from both of the teams. I think Mariemont so far has controlled the field, and I think they're doing a really nice job. But don't let Badin's, like we said earlier, they're gonna stick in it. They're gonna stick with it. So it looks like she's gonna be okay. She's hobbling off here, Brian, with the help of her two coaches.
Yeah, it looks like Madison Schweitzer with a leg injury. It looks like she's getting a little help into this. Replaced by number 10, Lainey Cosgrove. Cosgrove seemed to be pretty vocal as she came into that huddle, so probably a great, unfortunate injury, but a good replacement with a leader such as Cosgrove, a senior leader coming into the game. But again, we're about 5 minutes into this first half here at Kusel Stadium. Again, on a gorgeous day, but we are looking to find that first goal of the game. Mariemont's had a lot of goals this year. We have some, very, very good players up here. We have a nice mix of seniors, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. But, all these girls are really having a nice year. Leading goal scorer for the Mariemont Warriors, Kendall Dewey, this year has 8 goals already, with Ellie Poindexter, Maddie Murphy, and Olivia Naccioni right there with her, with Ellie and Maddie with 7 goals apiece and Olivia with 6. So spreading the ball around.
A lot of high-powered scoring on this Mariemont team. And Naccioni, with the 24 points, she's always involved in the offense.
Absolutely. Ball's coming out here wide to Spang. Spang's looking to see if she can get the ball to McGowan. Misplayed the ball into the center of the field, and again, we have number 5, Mallory Smith, right in there. We have a few Smiths on both sides of the balls today, so you're going to hear that name a lot today.
Smith versus Smith.
Absolutely, both in the midfield. That's a great ball over the top. It looks like we got Naccioni getting onto the end of it, driving it deep in the corner of Kuzel Stadium. Gets a great ball inside over here to Marley McGowan, who drops it back to Maddie Murphy there. Maddie clearing the ball out, cycling it over to Spang again. Spang plays the ball up to Dewey. Dewey gets around that defender. Marley's going to take it to the end line here. Great defensive play by number 4, Avery Buckle, again for your Lady Rams.
Buckle all over the place. She is doing an outstanding job on the defensive side of the ball.
She is. It looks like both teams are still just trying to figure each other out and see if we can't get behind them. But Mariemont seems to have more possession and has been the more dangerous team at this time. McGowan again with the ball there down in the corner. Maddie's trying to provide her a little help. Marley breaks free, tries to cross the ball in off the back of number 10.
Cosgrove,
absolutely.
Incidental, but fortunate for her.
Sometimes it's all about just being in the right place at the right time. Such as that ball that was almost there.
Spang had a good idea there trying to cross it into Dewey, but couldn't get it.
I think this might be the other Dewey's first touch of the game. Erica Dewey, a sophomore goalkeeper for your Warriors. She has not been too busy yet today, but is a great player.
Yeah, she's done so well on the year so far. 21 saves, 64% save percentage. So Mariemont's future is in good hands with her at the key position.
There is both Deweys. It's a soccer family. I believe there's an older one as well. But both Kendall and Erica played in varsity soccer this year. There's got to be something special about playing soccer with your sibling out on the pitch, playing varsity. It's got to be pretty exciting.
It's something that, I had brothers growing up, and something I always thought would be really awesome to do, and was never able to do it, but how special that would be, and especially as you get to older and in the pro levels.
Absolutely. You see that these days. Some professional sports get to play with each other. We might see a big one here with down in Cleveland, LeBron James, and I think he's holding on to maybe play with his son Bronny one of these days, but we'll see. Number 6 driving the ball deep into the corner, looking to cross the ball, but great defense again by Shoemaker, who earns herself a goal kick. Well done on the defensive end there. Speaking of Dewey, the Warriors tied Archbishop Alter the other day, 1-1 on Monday earlier this. Archbishop Alter ranked number 1 in the state, Division II, and the Warriors held strong. Ellie Poindexter, she's in one of my classes, and we were talking the other day, and they said Dewey was just an absolute beast that game. Great saves all over the place, making some excellent saves. So when you have a solid goalkeeper back there, it really does help your chances to pull off some great results.
She stepped her game up, and that's why I think what I appreciate about her so much is, when she's on a big stage, she rises to the occasion.
Absolutely. That's what you need from a big-time player in a big-time game. So it's good to see, but Warriors seem to have lots of girls who are willing to step up and take that pressure, which, again, is nice. So ball's back to Dewey again as she goes to go clear the ball up to about the 40-yard line. Again, a nice little battle pressure put on by Poindexter. Ball's back in Kendall Dewey's legs now, playing the ball over to Peyton Smith, looking to just build some space here, but they're doing a nice job of possessing the ball over the field and making Badin really chase that ball down. Ball's over there to number 11, Shannon O'Brien. We haven't said her name too much. Hopefully she gets a little more involved, but again, she is that right back, and they have not been pressuring us too much. So if we don't say her name, it's not for any reason other than defensively we're playing great.
Yeah, no, so far on that side of the field hasn't been too much action over there. So, yeah, the defense is doing a great job. I look for Mariemont, and I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to push it more towards the middle. but Badin's defense is doing really well.
They are, and it looks like we have almost a shot there from Ellie Poindexter, but not quite yet. Mariemont still has yet to make any substitutions today. He's riding with his starters about 10 minutes in here with 29 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Great defensive effort again here from Spang, who had a great freshman and sophomore campaign, getting honorable mention in the CHL. Last year struggled with some injuries, but looks like she's back on her game this year, doing a nice job at the defensive back.
Yeah, always a shame when you have an injury, but she's came back this year and she's having a good season, and I'm so happy for her.
And it looks like we have another ball out of bounds by Naccioni on the far right-hand side over there, which results in another goal kick for Michaela Kowalski, who has not had to do too much today. Most of our shots have gone up and over. She's one of the best in the area, so we will definitely have to test her today to see if the Mariemont Warriors can put one in the back of the net behind one of the area greats.
Yeah, not too much, like you said, action so far for her in the goal, but she's been outstanding, and today it's going to be tough. When you go up against a tough keeper, I'm sure that's a little intimidating for the Warriors, but I think they're just going to keep pressing on until they can put one in.
Absolutely. We go just wide there. We're going to try and look at that replay if we have one here soon. Here you go. You've got Marley McGowan taking the ball down the left. She does a nice cross in, and unfortunately we do not get a touch in the back of the net, but another great opportunity. Speaking of great players, we have Jack Neville, who is playing in the OHSAA state golf tournament today. He is currently in his final and second round. He appears to be in 8th place after about 3 holes today. So he is moving up the leaderboard there, and we're going to try and track him as this game goes on. But we wish nothing but the best to one of our broadcasting students, Jack Neville. And I'm excited to talk a little later about our new broadcasting program that Mr. Nathan Eaton over here, my co-host today, is leading for our Mariemont Warriors High School. Pretty exciting stuff we've got going on in the temporary walls of Mariemont High School as we're building a brand new school this year as well.
Extremely exciting, and very proud of Mr. Neville and all of his accomplishments in golf, and he's going to do big things.
Yes, absolutely. And we're back to the soccer pitch as the ball goes out of bounds here around the defensive end of the Rams. And it looks like we have a throw-in by number 4, Avery Buckle again. Ball's playing around, Paul, again to number 25 of your Rams. Danielle Berry. Rams on an attack over here. Number 12, Emily Ward, playing the ball back in there to number 3, Grace Harris. Harris back into the middle of the field. Looks like Berger plays the ball very wide to Buckle. Buckle attacking in third, puts a nice ball into the box. Peyton Shoemaker with a nice touch out of the box, but still on the attack. The Rams, a shot on goal, but it's deflected for the Rams' first corner kick of the day. It looks like number 23, Caitlin Berger, a freshman, is going over there to take the corner kick for the team.
Really aggressive there by Buckle. She just decided about 15 yards out, hey, I'm gonna shoot. I'm going to kick it in, and good defense there by the Warriors and Peyton Shoemaker to get the ball out.
Absolutely. Looks like some mix in the box. Ball's played in. Number 14 goes with the karate chop kick. Ball still floating around. Very dangerous there, but a deflection out of bounds, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, you had 4 Mariemont players there surrounding the goal, but the Badin player, I couldn't catch who it was. Let's check if we can see it on the replay.
Here. Yeah, absolutely. Number 25 takes that shot. 25 is?
That's Danielle Berry.
That is Danielle Berry. And it looks like we've got a corner kick from Caitlin Berger.
Number 23, Caitlin Berger.
Ball's played into the box. Dewey up and grabs that ball out of midair. That was a great catch by Dewey, and what you need from a goalkeeper in a situation like that. And Mariemont's back out on the attack with Naccioni taking the ball down the right-hand side, looking to play the ball to Ellie Poindexter up top. But ball gets in the hands of Michaela Kowalski. Kowalski, let's see what her punt looks like.
Yeah, good speed there by Mariemont. trying to push it down, but just unfortunately ahead of Poindexter. Nice boot.
Nice boot. Ball's back into the middle. Just a little too much from Peyton Smith. She doesn't agree with that call, but probably a little too much in there.
Yeah, she just got a little bit of a shoulder into the Badin Ram.
And number 14, Kelly Havens, is taking the ball, the kick for your Lady Rams. Nice ball over the top. Dangerous ball to the backside there, but a great defensive effort by Dewey. Dewey helping her sister out on that one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's dinner time conversation, Hey, sis, help me out today.
I do appreciate that the Warriors, their outside forwards here, McGowan and Naccioni, both come back very well defensively to come get the ball. Kemi Spang trying to dribble the ball out, but just a little, not enough. Payne Shoemaker again on the ball. Shoemaker looking to clear that ball. Plays the ball into number 25, Barry again. Down into the corner, Long with the ball, and it goes out for a goal kick. Ball back into the hands of Dewey for a goal kick. Entering the game for the Lady Rams, Morgan Dixon replacing Jada Poland.
Poland, really nice job. She was running all over the place, playing great. She's going to come out, take a breather. But Long, absolutely, she has been great. She's been all over the place too today.
Long, speaking of Long, on the ball there. Or that's Morgan Dixon, I apologize. Trying to get around Cammie, and Cammie says, not today. And ball goes out for another goal kick for Dewey. Her leg's going to get tired with all these goal kicks in the last 5 minutes here.
You can tell
These girls, they both want it so bad today, so they're giving it their full effort for sure. And Dewey, yeah, she's getting her work in.
It is, and up for the Warriors, we have numerous girls getting up, keeping their legs fresh, and it looks like we're going to be making our first sub here for the Mariemont Warriors as Allie Fry is going to be entering the game, and we'll see who she's going to take out here shortly when the ref summons her onto the field. But in the meantime, Buckle all the way up in the attacking third, taking the throw and playing the ball over the top. It again goes to Dixon, and the ball runs out for a corner kick here. So it looks like number 23, again, Berger, coming over to take the corner kick. Their corner kick's been pretty dangerous against the Warriors.
They really have. And the Warriors definitely unfortunate there that where the ball was placed, and good defense by the Warriors. You can't really help it. But however, to give corner kicks, always a dangerous thing.
Absolutely. As the ball comes in, it's into the middle of the box. They're keeping it away from Dewey this time. Naccioni taking the ball. She's going to try and clear it herself using her lightning fast speed. Gets around that defender, keeps the ball in bounds, plays the ball over the top to Ellie Poindexter. But Ellie just not fast enough, which you don't say too often when talking about Poindexter.
Yeah, they're speeding up and down the sideline, but their timing is just a little bit off. If they could get synced up, that would be close to a goal, I would think.
Absolutely. I do love that the clearance of the play, they get out pretty quickly, and they do try and tack with that counter ball. Poindexter on the ball, playing a nice ball into the middle. Got the ball over to Murphy, who we haven't talked about here in a few minutes. Murphy looking for the shot. Maddie does not pull the trigger too often there. She's more of the setup kind of player, and not really the one who wants to shoot from the outside. But when she needs to, she will score.
She's got great footwork. I can tell just by watching her in this game. Her footwork is excellent. She must work a lot on her agility and moving the ball around. But having a person like that on your team, I mean, you can't buy that. You have to have someone that is able to set up. Everybody needs that. So not only to score goals, but to set somebody up.
Absolutely. For the Rams, keep coming into the game, replacing number 12, Emily Ward. And Allie Fry did enter the game for Olivia Naccioni, who is sitting here talking to the coach. Again, Mike Haney. Haney giving her some pointers to come back in the game and really affect it as we keep cycling the ball back to Peyton Shoemaker, who gets the ball up to Ellie Poindexter. Ellie seems to really get on that ball. Nice ball to Maddie. Unfortunately, there's a little scrum in the middle of the field, and it pops out. Still bouncing around. No team really establishing control of the ball quite yet. But it looks like the Rams came out of it until Marlene McGowan got a ball on it and kicks it out for a throw-in deep in the Rams territory.
Yeah, nice job there by McGowan. She got the long leg. She was able to get in and hit it with the thigh to knock it out.
Absolutely. Ball's played into the game. Again, back here, number 4, Avery Buckle. Clearance to number 16 up top, who is going one-on-one with Shoemaker. Shoemaker forcing her to go back. Pointing it here, we have Long coming down the sideline again. Just not quick enough to get to that ball, and we have another substitution in the game as we see for the first time freshman Olivia Trich coming in for Ellie Poindexter. Olivia's had a great season as a freshman. She, I believe, and will stat correct me here in a second, but I believe she has 4 or 5 goals on the year, 4 goals, 2 assists for 10 points in her freshman campaign here. And it also appears that number 20, Kendall Spreen, has entered the game for Cammie Spang in the back. Kendall is another freshman, so we've got 3 freshmen on the field, so that can't be a bad thing for our Mariemont Warriors' future on the pitch.
The future is bright. If you can get freshmen to contribute to your varsity team, you're definitely doing something right. So Jeremy's back into action here. We've got McGowan down.
Yeah, it looks like a little awkward fall there on that play, but she seems to be holding, I believe, her left leg there. Hopefully there's nothing too serious there as the Warriors need McGowan as we go forward, not only in this game, but as we get ready for a tournament run here shortly.
Yeah, McGowan, the junior forward, hopefully everything is okay down there. Never like to see a player go down. Never a good thing. But speaking of McGowan, I believe she has a brother.
She does.
Named
She
Max.
does have a brother named Max. Max had a touchdown in the game
last night.
Absolutely. So speaking of our, speaking of our football team. Sorry, there was a stoppage in play there. Our football team beat Finneytown on their homecoming game, 28-0. What a game! You can see that replay on ICRC-TV.com. They were out here last night broadcasting the game live on our homecoming. We, again, thank ICRC for all of the coverage they give all of our athletes here at Mariemont. But speaking of that game, we had a great day. Tell me a little bit about it, Mr. Eden.
It was a heck of a game last night. And like we talked about earlier, unfortunate injury early on to the quarterback at Finneytown, who I've heard had a successful surgery last night. He's got another one scheduled today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. A tragic injury for him. But the boys last night, they played really, really well. Glassmeyer looks like she's getting up on her own. Glassmeyer was 7 for 15. 134 yards, a touchdown. Did have 2 interceptions, although one of those I don't think really was his. Seth Green, outstanding game, 16 rushes, 148 yards, 3 touchdowns, had a 50-yard run. He was a beast. And then you had Max McGowan, brother to Marley, who just got up off the field there, 53 yards and a touchdown for the big guy.
It's always good when the Warriors win on a Friday night, and hopefully it continues on into the Saturday with both our soccer teams. Our boys soccer in action over at Badin as well this afternoon. We'll try and get an update on that game. But the boys, ranked number 3 in the state currently, ranked number 1 in their district, and look to start tournament time here soon, which we'll talk a little bit more in the second half. But as McGowan walked off, it looks like they were looking at her left ankle. So, you're always worried when someone goes down that there's an knee injury or something like that. But it appears to be an ankle, so hopefully nothing serious. Hopefully we can get her back on the pitch this game. But replacing her, it appeared that number 18, Delaney Osgood, yet another freshman, enter the game. So now we have 4 freshmen on the field, which is, again, another bright light here for the Mariemont Warriors as we go forward. Trying to get some of these girls a lot of action before tournament time can always be a good thing.
Yeah, I got to give a lot of credit to Coach Haney for, being confident in his young players, getting them out there, getting them the experience that they need to go into tournament time.
There's something to say about freshmen is they don't always feel the pressure that comes to them. I remember way back when I played my freshman year, we were very successful, had a ranked very high in the state, and I was just this little freshman who knew nothing but just to go out there, have fun, and play hard. And we ended up losing in the state semifinal that year, but I remember those memories fondly, and I hope these freshmen are really taking in some of this excitement, and hopefully they have the opportunity to play deep into the tournament as well. As we said, they've put up some great results against some great teams, so the ability is there. It's sometimes come tournament time, you just need a little luck, and a little skill and ride it as far as you can. So we're excited to follow them throughout this journey, as we do with most of our sports teams.
We got Badin here trying to control.
Yep, Badin's attacking on this attacking third. Nice clearance by O'Brien there as she's trying to clear the ball. And it looks like the teams are just battling back and forth as we spend sometimes on the Warriors side, good half on the Rams side, but no team is really established. Great chances on goal. We haven't seen many saves by our goalkeepers yet, but I think that's kudos to the defensive sides that we have.
Yeah, not a whole lot, except for those couple of corner kicks that we had earlier in the game here. Not a lot. I know Dixon and Barry are really trying to connect here with each other, but just not clicking yet in this game. And you would know better than me playing soccer, me not playing soccer. It's patience.
It is. You got to really feel a team out. You got to see what they're doing. In soccer, as many sports is, it's just a matter of little moments that make up the big moments. So taking advantage of those opportunities you have and trying to just outbest the other teams. When I used to coach varsity soccer, I always told my teams you have to be a little bit better and do the little things a little bit better than the other team. And that's the difference when you have two teams like this that are both, great soccer teams, have had successful seasons, with the Rams with 10 wins and the Warriors with lots of ties, but 7 wins, 5 ties, and there's a shot on goal wide. So, yeah, it's those little moments. We got a plethora of substitutions coming in the game for your Warriors. Abby Lyons entering the game for the first time, taking out Abby Lyons. And it looks like number 5, 16, and 18 entering for your Rams. So it looks like Smith, Schweitzer, and Long entering the game back in for your Lady Rams.
Yeah, but that was Berger on the shot. Nice idea. Just went a little too far to the left.
It did. We're just under 15 minutes left in the first half here at Kusel Stadium. Deadlocked at 0-0 for both teams as O'Brien clears the ball, trying to look wide and just trying to figure out what personnel you have on the field right now as they're trying to establish a rhythm again with all the substitutions in the last couple minutes. O'Brien again on the ball. As the ball goes out, she's going to pick the ball up to throw it in. It looks like we have Lyons over there, Peyton Smith over there, and Allie Fry on the ball as well.
And Grace Harris, nice job there. She was almost tricking the Mariemont offense, and she popped up and kicked the ball out. So good on her for doing that.
Absolutely. Ball's playing here. Badin has the ball again as they look to progress the ball forward. Nice little 2-3 pass combination there, but ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Buckle here in the defensive half for your Lady Rams. Abby Lyons cannot control the ball there in the midfield, but working hard, and it looks like we're going to have yet one more substitution for the Warriors coming in here shortly for the first time today. Another freshman, Lily Sharp, will be entering the game. Looks like Haney is trying to balance out right now whether you play your starters the whole time with tournament coming up and getting some other kids a chance to get on the field and play. So I think he might be a little worried now that McGowan got a little ankle injury there, and I'd be surprised if we see her again today, even if she is okay.
Yeah, it's like you said, last game of the regular season. You want to win, but at the same time, you have to save your starters. You don't want to go into the next game hurt. They've had some injuries this year. They want to limit those as much as they can. And so far, this game evenly matched, and I think these freshmen are up to the task.
They are, as Lyons gets the ball into the midfield. Looks to go out wide to Allie Fry over there, but it got deflected by the Rams. Looks like we had fall on the field there, but as they are progressing, the Rams are coming up the left-hand side of their field. The far side of Kusel Stadium here, far, far away from us here. Have to pull out my binoculars sometimes.
A little hard to see, but Jordolo there.
But the good news is we have some amazing cameramen helping us out today. 2 of our students are helping us today. Johnny Carroll and Andrew Foley are helping us out today.
Mr.
What
Andrew
great
Foley.
kids giving up their homecoming Saturday afternoon to come help us out. And, of course, we have our wonderful volunteers and team from ICRC helping us out in the booth and on the camera as well. So we do appreciate all of the help today to bring this game to you on ICRC-TV.
Yeah, Dean in the truck. He was here last night with me. I was behind the camera. doing the football game, come back, here we are again today. So thanks to him and his dedication.
That's the way to do it. Jack Nivell tied in 7th place, though, here at the state golf tournament today, trying to get some updates from him. We also have our wonderful athletic director, Tom Nurl. Tom's been sending us some updates through Twitter and also through the cell phone and text messaging today to help us out. And Tom's one of the best, if not the best. We might be a little spoiled here at Mariemont with him, but he seems to always be on the pulse of what's going on in our athletic program. And because of it, we've had great success.
Tom eats, breathes, and sleeps Mariemont sports. He is an athletic director who, from day one, once I met him, how passionate he was about Mariemont, the Mariemont Warriors in this community. It's palpable too. You can feed off of that, and he's just a generally all-around great person. And
speaking of Tom, he just sent us an update that both our girls and boys in the CHL cross-country meet today took home 2nd place. So that's a great outing by both our men and women on the cross-country route, but very, very talented in the cross-country realm as well. And it looks like we got a plethora of Mariemont Warriors coming back in the game with Poindexter, Naccioni, and Lily Sharp now finally enters the game as they are replacing the freshman trio, Olivia Trich, Allie Fry, who's actually a sophomore, I apologize, and number 5, Peyton Smith, also coming out of the game. So Haney being very liberal in his substitutions, getting lots of girls action on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, but it has not taken away at all from the product on the field, as, again, it's been bouncing back and forth as we are trying to find that first goal as we're under 10 minutes here in the first half at Kuzel Stadium.
I think the danger right now is letting your guard down. You know, it's getting towards the end of the half. A lot of these girls are getting tired. I think Haney kept out some of the starters here, and as we got attacked by Badin, see where it goes. Nice defense there.
And they just earned themselves a corner kick. Again, this is, I believe, the 4th corner kick for our Badin Rams this afternoon. Dangerous. We'll see. Last time they tried to keep the ball away from Dewey. We'll see if they try that again. But Badin has been dangerous on these corner kicks, so let's see what happens here.
Mariemont's got O'Brien, and I can't see who else on the left and the right side of the goal there.
Dewey going for the punch. Ball's up in the air, cleared off the line by number 3, Maya Jordulo.
Good header there by her. Good way to make contact with the ball. Badin tried to get the headers in, could not do so. They're still on attack.
And the ball has gone out for a goal kick. Here's the replay of that corner for your viewing pleasure. But again, that ball comes in. Dewey goes for it, misses it. Number 14, Kelly Havens gets a touch on it. And then the shot on goal, but again, saved off the line by Jardula. What a save to keep this score deadlocked at 0-0 with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left in your first half. Ball dropped back to Dewey, who mishits it but gets good enough distance on it to get the ball into Abby Lyons. Abby playing the ball. We've got Naccioni with that speed again on the outside, trying to do a little change of pace for the defenders back there, switching it up as well. And it appears we have Poland, Anthony for the first time, and Hannah Hartman entering the game, replacing Robinson, Cosgrove, and Keep. We've got a throw in far on the side of Kuzel Stadium for the Rams, who advance the ball to number 5, Mallory Smith, as the ball continues to bounce around in the midfield of this game, as it looks like Kendall Dewey is going to try and advance this ball and get it up the field, plays it out wide here. Back into the middle to Dewey. Dewey's playing the ball, looking for the next option here, playing it back to Jordulo.
Credit to Badin here, put a lot of pressure on Mariemont, although they're at midfield, not taking any chances here.
Throw into the Rams. Jada.
Shoemaker playing the ball out of bounds. Getting great numbers behind the ball are the Warriors here. But again, Shoemaker on the ball with her back to the defender. Clearance over here to number 20, Kendall Spreen. Spreen plays the ball out. Buckle with the ball. Buckle looking for the next ball to advance. Plays the ball into Harris, but defended by Naccioni. Harris again playing the ball over here to Long. Long playing the ball into Poland, and it goes out for a goal kick. That is a great defensive play by Kendall Dewey as she showed that ball out of the end line. And again, we will see Cammie Spang re-entering the game, this time on the right side, replacing Shannon O'Brien.
Yeah, like you said, really nice play. She was able to box her girl out and get the goal kick here for the Warriors.
Absolutely, and Dewey's on the goal kick, playing the ball out here to Spreen. Spreen with the ball, looking to advance the ball. She does, but it just goes out of bounds as she tried to play the ball to Delaney Osgood. Ball's re-entered to the game by the Rams. Another great defensive effort by Jordulo. And we have, once again, another corner kick here. These have been dangerous. The Warriors have to try and keep this ball out for some throw-ins rather than keep giving up these corner kicks, because unfortunately it's the power of numbers that if we keep giving them, I'm afraid one of these might drop in. But again, great defense has kept the ball out of the back of the net as the ball enters the field. 16, Long with a good effort there. 23 plays it back in, and they're trying to clear it. Shot on goal, but Dewey is right there to save the ball. Not a hard shot, but Dewey in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, Havens couldn't get enough foot on that to kick it in.
And we're just under 5 minutes here left in the first half of the game. We're advancing the ball. Dewey again with a great touch on the ball. Little hands to the back, nothing called there. Dewey still with the ball. Plays the ball out wide. Little miscommunication there, but it's okay. Jardula settles the ball in the back. Looks to advance it to Naccioni, who might have got her hand on it, but the referee's going to let it go here. Dewey again chasing that ball down. Tries to get a touch on it as Poland wins that ball. Ball's up top here for the Badin Rams. Again, back to Poland. Poland looks to advance the ball to Smith. Smith does not get a touch on it, and the ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in deep in Mariemont's final third.
Jordillo ran the ball out of bounds there. 4 minutes left in this half. Wow. Back and forth, back and forth. Possession's got to be about even at this point.
Absolutely. This is when, as a coach, you really got to buckle down with your team. These are critical moments in games. The first 5 minutes of the half, last 5 minutes of the half, teams mentally break down just a little. So you see lots of goals being put into the goal at these critical moments of the game. So it looks like Haney's going to re-enter Maddie Murphy here in a few minutes to try and control that midfield and see if we can't steal one here before the half. But direct kick here for your Mariemont Warriors. Jardula is looking to advance the ball forward. Ball's played in. Delaney Osgood attempts the ball, gets it back to Dewey. Dewey again shielding the ball from the Rams. Dewey battling through everything to get the ball back to Shoemaker with a drop pass there. Shoemaker just dancing on the ball, playing it over to Jardula. Jardula looking to go wide, but decides to go back to Dewey instead. Dewey with the ball, playing it out wide to Spreen, who looks to advance the ball again back to Jardula, who looks to advance it to go forward. And Badin just patiently accepts the ball once the Warriors make a mistake there. They're advancing here, playing the ball out wide there to number 22, Molly Anthony. Anthony drops the ball into Badin's number 3, Harris, and it goes into the hands of Erica Dewey for a goal kick here with 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm getting a little antsy here as last time we called a game on ICRC, we had a goal within 8 seconds left in the second half where the Warriors were able to tie a very good opponent, the Gentlemen. It was an exciting call for me in the booth, so never say never as we play the ball out wide here to Osgood.
Osgood can catch up with that one. Yeah, like you said, I mean, when it gets down to this time of the game, you know, it's like, okay, what's going to happen? Like you said, don't let your guard down. You got to still stay at it. These girls, you know, by this time, tired. I want to get Murphy in right, you know, hopefully maybe they can get her in right here because, like you said, I think she's a catalyst to this Mariemont offense.
That she is, and it looks like Jeremy Sipes, our athletic trainer, the young lady Schweitzer who went down for Badin, is on the bench with some crunches now, so not good news for Badin, and we wish her well and a speedy and quick recovery for her, as we have mentioned that tournament time is upon us. So we wish the best for Schweitzer, and hate to see that.
You really do. You really do. In soccer, for all those people, football, yes, there's a lot of it's a lot more aggressive, but hey, when you watch a soccer game too, these athletes are going at it, they're going full force, and things like this happen. It's unfortunate, but I'm sure that young lady is tough, and she's going to battle back from this.
She will. With only just about a minute left in this half, Maddie Murphy was able to get into the game, but it might be a little too late to make a big impact on the second half. But there's still just a minute remaining in this half as the ball's in the defensive third for the Rams, and they are chasing the ball down as they look to advance the ball and go forward with it. Poland with the ball into Berger. Berger playing it back to Poland. Poland's got some space there but did not take advantage of it as she played the ball up top to Long. Long plays the ball back into the midfield for Berger, who looks to find what she's going to be doing next, but drops the ball off with just over 35 seconds left in this half. Again, Long on the ball here. Poland, I apologize, into Long. Berger with a good effort, great defensive effort there, and another shot on goal goes just wide, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick, and this may take the remaining ticks off the clock as Kendall Dewey takes her time to place that ball down as we have about 10 seconds left in this first half here in the game.
I love the teamwork that I'm seeing from Badin. I mean, just right there, the passes, they must have had 6 or 7 passes there, unfortunately no goal, but they just need to keep working that.
Absolutely. You got a bunch of juniors and seniors right there, so been playing together for a few years, again in a storied program. So that does it for the first half here at Kusel Stadium. We are tied 0-0 as both teams look to revamp what they're trying to do at halftime, and we will be back here shortly for a second half of play here at Kusel Stadium on a gorgeous 52-degree day, no clouds in the sky, and we will be back with you after these commercial breaks.
We save homes and restore pride. We are people working cooperatively. Our typical client earns less than $14,000 annually and cannot afford the critical repairs they need to safely live at home, where they desperately want to be. Our services truly change lives, one repair at a time. Our professionally trained staff, along with 25,000 volunteer hours annually, has provided more than 280,000 services for low-income, elderly, and disabled homeowners in our communities. Every service makes an impact. Homes we service have an increased sales price of 10%, and even the value of surrounding homes increase upwards of 3%. Our energy conservation services save clients an average of $300 a year. These total savings from all customers equals over $200,000 in outstanding energy bills paid. With safer living environments, almost 50% of our clients reported improved health, and many are seeking medical attention less frequently. By living healthy at home, over $54,000 in state and federal funds can be saved annually for each client that does not need to move to assisted living. PwC's impact is more than just dollars and cents. Stable homes create stable families, which means children who are moving less frequently can achieve higher academic success. We are an investment in the future. More people living safely in their own home paints a brighter future for everyone, but we can't do it alone. We need your help to continue to build a brighter future for the entire community. Give back and get involved at pwchomrepairs.org.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah! Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
And we're back for the second half of action here at Kusel Stadium. Your Mariemont Warriors versus your Badin Rams. It is 0-0, and we have 40 more minutes of action.
We do, and that was action. That was the word in the first half. A lot of action. No goals if you're just joining us on ICRC. No goals were scored. However, action-packed. These girls are really going at it. I think this second half, again, back to being patient. They've got to wait for their opportunities, but when they get that opportunity, they've got to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. These goalies doing an outstanding job so far. And speaking of the goalies, for Mariemont, still have Dewey in at goalie, but it looks like we have a new goalie in for Badin.
It does. It looks like we have Hannah Warner entering the game for the second half for the Badin Rams as we are off here in the second half at Kusel Stadium. We look to see, and sometimes, as you were referencing, Nathan, soccer is called the beautiful game. It's called the beautiful game because of just the way it's played, but not too many goals, which can be boring for some people sometimes. But if you truly appreciate the art and beauty that it has of playing the ball and the strategy and the ball moving around the field, it is an incredible game to see what these girls are able to do on the pitch here.
I couldn't agree with you more. You know, growing up a baseball, football, basketball fan, didn't really have the appreciation for soccer until I met my friend who lives in Dijon, France, and obviously, you know, football, as they call it, over in France, a big sport. He helped me to appreciate the game. And now when I watch, it is a beautiful game. Just like baseball growing up, I thought it was beautiful. People thought that was boring. But now soccer, how exciting is this?
Murphy coming out quickly, playing the ball out wide. And we get an offsides call here by the linesman. First time he had to raise his flag this afternoon. Olivia Naccioni just a few steps off there. It was close for sure, but referee in good position, making the right call there.
Very close, and who leading the charge? Murphy.
And we're looking at the replay here. It looks like that might have been a little closer, but again, without instant replay, without all of the technology they have in sports these days, the referee did make his call and sticking to it. So we're back in action here as Maddie Murphy tries to play the ball over to Smith. Ball goes out of bounds, and it looks like we have Harris coming in to throw in the ball on the sideline here. What do you think the message was from the coach at halftime for Badin?
I think if you're Badin, I think, you know, keep doing what you're doing. They're not doing anything wrong. I think they could be a little bit more aggressive with the ball when they have the ball, trying to push it onto their side to get more kicks at Dewey. I think they've got to, you know, I think, like the more kicks on goal, the better. It's going to wear that goalkeeper down. So I think he's telling them, you know, put the pressure on the goalkeeper, put the pressure on their defense.
Absolutely. My message over here, if I'm Mike Haney and I'm the girls coach over here, I'm looking at them saying, girls, we've done some good things right. Defensively, we've been very solid. We've played very disciplined soccer, but let's take some chances. You know, I always used to tell my teams when I coached them, what is the worst thing that can happen when you shoot the ball? And we could go through a whole list of corner kicks, goal kicks, deflections, all of this. Really, there's no bad outcome, so you've got to give yourselves chances to score. Unlike football, if you go for it and you can get the interception, it's no longer your ball. But in soccer, the worst thing that happens is you get a goal kick for the other team. You get it back in defensively. So I want to see more chances this half. If I'm both these coaches, you know, I want to stay healthy going into tournament time. I want to press the other team. And here we go, Olivia Naccioni with the ball right here. Gets behind the defender. Can she get a shot on goal? She does. What a save by the goalkeeper. Her first action in the second half here. That was a great save by Werner. But again, another great action and step here by your Warriors as they went into goal and took a chance.
They did. On cue, right on cue with you, Brian. Nice job by Naccioni. Oh, what speed she has. She ran about 20 yards there, a full speed ahead, and great save there by Werner.
So it looks like McGowan has her boots off. She's on the side here. As the ball comes into Naccioni, we'll get back to McGowan here. A swing and a miss goes out for a goal kick. But it looks like McGowan was pointing to the top of her foot and the front of her ankle, hobbling around there. we'll see if she can, enjoy her homecoming festivities later, be out on the dance floor a little. But looks like she's in decent spirits out there, and we hope again for a speedy recovery so she's able to get back on the pitch here shortly. But the girls won't be in action again until next Saturday. Nachioni again here, ball comes in. Not a cross in. It looks like they are going a little more aggressive. Maddie with the shot, crossing it in. Ball's on the backside here with Osgood. Osgood looks to recycle the ball. Can she find Spang over there? Not quite. But again, as we come in here, we got Spang around the 22 yards out, basically, playing the ball. Nice toss into the box. But the Rams look to be able to clear that ball out. But again, the girls will not be in action again until next Saturday as they start the district soccer tournament. They were the number 2 seed and will play the winner of Williamsburg and Felicity Franklin, the 13 and 6 seed. That game will be at home next Saturday at 7 o'clock as they start their campaign to hopefully a deep tournament run. So, McGowan has a week to kind of heal and get off her feet, and hopefully we'll be ready to go for that game because they definitely need her speed up top.
You really hope she can make a speedy recovery in time for that game. But Osgood, I was thinking just before here, she's doing a great job filling in. She's gotten most of the time here. And so far doing a great job. I think she's really trying to get involved with the offense. And Maddie Murphy here with the ball. Looks like we're going to have another chance.
She plays the ball to Ellie Poindexter, and goalkeeper comes and grabs it for a punt to bring the ball back into play here. But again, the one thing I think we've noticed today about our Warriors is that they're deep. They've put in numerous players off the bench today, but no one has really taken the level of the game down. All of them have their skill set that seem to really mesh into what they're looking to do. Again, O'Brien playing the ball a little forward, a little off pace there. Ellie almost gets the ball back, but again, the Rams are going to attack forward. So as you look at the Warriors bench here, there's a lot of talent around there. So we'll see who steps up, not only today, but in this tournament run to see who it is. Nachioni takes the ball down, gets the ball across. Looks like it might have been deflected, but not in the referee's eyes as we have a goal kick over here for Werner.
Yeah, good footwork by her. She tried to cross and turn over Grace Harris, but she stuck with her. Made the kick really hard for her to get up and just a little bit too high. But again, she's going right after it. Nachioni is.
Absolutely. Berger replacing Hartman for the Rams this afternoon. Berger's been very successful in the midfield. Scary that she's got 3 more years to play against us and in the league. But nice size, nice player, and we look for some good things to come out of her. Nachioni plays the ball deep to the backside. Almost there with Osgood, who almost touches it in, but it does go out for a goal kick. And re-entering the game for the Lady Rams, we have Havens, who is replacing Cosgrove.
Yeah, Havens, a senior. She was involved early in the game, and she's going to come out here and give Badin that veteran presence that they need right now. And the goalkeeper we didn't mention, Hannah Werner, she's a senior as well. So 2 senior goalkeepers on this Badin Rams team. They're splitting time, and that's a great thing to have, and that's a great strength to have.
Absolutely. Havens last year, a first team all Greater Catholic League, so a great player coming in here. Again, she was first team with Michaela Kowalski, so 2 first league performers over there. Mariemont has plenty of those as well as 2018 first teamers Kendall Dewey and Maya Giordulo, second team Peyton Smith, and honorable mention Maddie Murphy. So again, we got 4 of those girls, I apologize, on the pitch today, and really doing a nice job out there. And I have a feeling there's going to be quite a few this year when those start rolling out as well.
There are so much talent on both of these teams here today, and the score shows it. I mean, these are 2 very evenly matched teams, both with, like you said, young talent, but also, the talent that's been here for a couple of years. So, both these teams they're gonna be around for a while.
Absolutely. Maddie Murphy plays the ball back into O'Brien, who plays the ball for it. Looks like we got a little handball, but the ref put the whistle to his mouth, but did not blow it as the ball goes out for Olivia Nachioni here. Poindexter is open there. Can we get the ball to her? We do, as it's touched back to Maddie Murphy, who's looking to cross the field over there. It looks like we have Spang with the ball and a shot on goal, but not enough on this. It's an easy save for Werner, who is going to get another punt here shortly.
Yes, Bang, nice job there. Nice to kick it through. And you never know. Sometimes those do get through. The goalkeeper could, have a lapse of judgment and miss that. So not a bad idea there by Spang.
Not at all. Again, take chances. What's the worst that can happen here? As we check in on Jack Neville at the state golf tournament, Jack seems to be sitting still in 7th place, 6 holes in, and even par today. So just kind of going along the route. I wish I could golf even par.
Same here, me too.
But having a great time down at the state tournament in Columbus. Again, what an honor to just even make it to the state tournament. But trying to battle his way up into the top 5, which would be really incredible. And, getting on that back 9 and having a chance to go for it.
Yeah, that's when you play golf. I mean, you can have a bad first round, but that's the great thing about a tournament. You get a chance to come back. This isn't the PGA, but you get a chance to come back, and that's what Jack's doing today. And that's who he is. That's who Jack is.
Absolutely.
He fights back. He can battle back from adversity. This isn't his first rodeo, so he's going to have a good finish today. I have a good feeling.
And re-entering the game for the Rams, we got Mallory Smith, we have Morgan Dixon, and Paige Long all entering the game. And it looked like a shot there from Grace Harris that was deflected by one of the Mariemont defenders. Badin taking advantage of the game right now, trying to possess the ball just a little, as again it seems to be a little ping pong action as we go back and forth with both teams taking different approaches as this game. Maddie Murphy using her speed to get in the box there, but held off by Julia Keep, I apologize. And it looks like it was a back pass to the goalkeeper, so the defender played the ball back to the goalkeeper, who picked up the ball, which means it will be an indirect free kick from just over 9 yards out in the game. It looks like Ellie Poindexter stepping over the ball, plays the ball back to Maddie Murphy. Maddie Murphy shoots the ball, and it goes out for a corner, deflected there. Would have loved to see a little more in that. Great opportunity for the Warriors, but not quite, and it looks like Naccioni is going to be taking this corner kick. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a second corner kick for the Lady Warriors today. So here Naccioni
They haven't had
goes.
many. Baden's definitely had more corners.
Absolutely. Naccioni plays it in. Ellie Poindexter got a head on the ball, but it did not go in the direction she meant it to. But Naccioni gets by the Baden defender. Naccioni plays the ball in, and it's a shot by Maddie Murphy. What a save by the goalkeeper once again. Ellie's trying to get out. Peyton Smith with the shot, a deflection from the Rams defender. That was an exciting couple seconds there as Mariemont had numerous chances on goal, but Baden making a nice defensive play. Look at this replay. Maddie Murphy, great shot. Poindexter may have been offsides there, but again, great efforts into that. But we are still in the attacking third for the Lady Warriors, as it looks like O'Brien tosses the ball in play to Maddie Murphy, who goes back to Livia Naccioni to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to pitch it into Poindexter, but again, another great defensive effort and just a quick clearance for another throw-in for O'Brien, about 25 yards out from goal here.
Back to that goal. Great concentration by the keeper there. So many people swarming around the net. She kept her poise and was able to get that ball out and not let it score, because that was the closest we've had to a goal being scored.
Absolutely. Peyton Smith getting the ball there, plays it to Naccioni. Naccioni looking to cross the ball. What a ball into the box. And it looks like we have a goal by, I believe that was Delaney Osgood over there. No flag on the play. Talking football here. It does not appear that there is any offsides. He wants you to stop the clock. The referee looks to stop the clock here. I do believe we have a goal.
Not quite sure what they're talking about here. We'll kind
I
of wait
think
to
he
see.
just wanted the clock stopped. We do have a goal, and it does look like freshman Delaney Osgood off a boot from Olivia Naccioni there. And we will have a replay here, we hope, shortly. But there was some confusion after that goal. The referee stopped, and we didn't know, but here is the replay. So let's see this ball. Olivia Naccioni, instead of taking it to the baseline, crosses the ball, and Osgood cuts in front of the defender and gets it into the left side of the goal with her left foot. And it looks like Badin put one right back in on the Warriors. That is a critical mistake by your Warriors as Badin goes ahead and scores. Ball's crossed in here, and it looks like number 5 off the foot of a Mariemont defender goes in the back of the net. So it looks like Mallory Smith with the equalizer, not just 30 seconds later into this game.
Let your guard down. Let your guard down.
Absolutely. And it looks like a little collision there. Naccioni down with number 3 as well. Naccioni trying to get up, but not able to. And it looks like Jeremy is going to be entering the field again. Here's another look at this play. Yeah, it looks like an awkward touch there. Unfortunate on that goal, but again, excitement after the goal, but you can't let your guard down like that. But we do have a free kick here from about 30 out. Ball's going to be played in. Hopefully we can go see another one here shortly. O'Brien crosses it in. Ball's bouncing around. Poindexter gets a weird bounce on the turf, which you don't see too often. But again, back in. Allie Fry, who just entered the game, gives the ball, and it's a goal by Maya Jardullo. A great touch in on her. And we've had an exciting couple minutes here on the turf of Kusel Stadium as the teams seem to have broken open the scoring with a great shot just over the head.
Let's take another look at it.
So Allie Fry battling for that ball. Great effort. Jardul just turns and from about 17 out, puts the ball just over the outstretched arms of Werner. Mariemont has to settle in right here and not let the Rams come back and let down again, but it looks like they're going to clear the ball wide. So we are now 2-1. The Warriors are winning this game with 26 minutes left on the clock as we've had an exciting couple minutes here on the turf at Kusel Stadium.
Not boring. That's not boring at all. Wow, 3 goals here within a matter of minutes. And Jordola, what a kick she had there. And when the goalkeeper came out, Warner, I noticed something, her size.
Yeah.
A little shorter goalie. But that kick,
Dewey making a little mistake there, making it interesting, but settles down and gets the ball out of bounds. Nope, she saved it. We're still in, and we do have an offsides from the far side. So a little time to breathe and relax.
Yeah, her height. I noticed that right away, and I was thinking, if I'm Mariemont, that's what I'm attacking, kick it high. She just couldn't get up high enough, like you said, with her mitt to block that ball. So good on Jordola to notice that.
Absolutely. Another inch or two, and that ball may not go into the net, but a nice little play here from Havens as she touches the ball, tries to go forward with it, but again, bounces out with the clearance from your Lady Warriors.
How much energy those goals have given to this game. It's breathed like a new life into this game. I can see these girls now a little bit extra incentive to keep going in this game. It was 0-0 for a long time, started to get a little bit tiring, I think, but right now I think they just got that shot in the arm that they need.
Absolutely. Maddie Murphy taking the ball down the left side. Looks like she's a little slow to get up right now, but she is up and ready to go. It does look like Olivia Naccioni is over here getting treatment from Jeremy Sipes, our athletic trainer. She's putting her sock back on, has a smile on her face, so I think she may be good to go here. Entering the game for the Warriors, we have number 14, Olivia Trish again, as well as Abby Lyons entering the game, replacing Maddie Murphy and Ellie Poindexter, two leaders on this team.
2 leaders are going to come out, hopefully get a breather. Hopefully they'll get back in the game, depending on the score. I'm sure that'll be. Coach Haney, great game plan here by him today. I think Mariemont came out. They've been aggressive, and these last 2 goals, fantastic for them. So, like you said, hopefully Mariemont can hold on here, but Badin is not going to back off.
Nope, that's Mallory Anthony who battled Shannon O'Brien there on the side. Tried to get the ball inside, but could not connect with Mallory Smith, seeing if they could get their second goal there. But a good defensive effort result in a throw-in for O'Brien and your Lady Warriors. Olivia Trich on the ball. Olivia, again, a freshman over here, that's battling the ball. She's had a great freshman campaign and really a workhorse out there. So it's great to see her get a quality minutes here in a 2-1 ball game against two really, really competitive teams. This is all you could ask for. Getting ready for tournament time. Sometimes you don't want to take it easy, especially with a week off before that first tournament. And they're testing because once tournament comes, it is win or go home.
And this is an important game for Mariemont, like we said earlier. With the competition that they played, they win the games that they should win. This is a team that if they win, I think that'll give them great confidence going into the playoffs. And the same for Badin, too. And if they win this game, that could really give them a push towards the next step.
Absolutely. As we've talked about, our Lady Warriors, losses this year. They have 3 on the season. Lost 2-1 Seven Hills, which was their first game of the year, but also lost 2-0 to Cincinnati Country Day, who's ranked number 1 in the Division III poll, and also 1-0 to Wyoming, who is number 13 in Division II. So 2 out of their 3 losses to state-ranked opponents. So, it's some of those games against really good opponents here that they're really they need to get over that edge, especially, we keep talking about it, but you want to win a state championship, you want to make a deep playoff run. It's those special moments in a special game. So you got to do what you can to put the result on the board. And, we saw just a few minutes ago, they score a great goal. You can go one of 2 ways when Badin comes back and scores right away. How are they going to react as a team? And I'm sure sitting there as Coach Haney, and you see that the team is able to respond the way they did, it's got to be good to see.
Absolutely. I mean, the way they bounced back real quick there, the goal given up and then coming back and then scoring and taking the lead in a game where it's been really, really tight. So, good for these girls, like you said, to bounce back there. But playing a couple players down right now, a couple of their, better players being out, Mariemont doing a really nice job. These young players, they're hanging in there.
Absolutely. Speaking of young players, we have Spreen replacing Spang, so a freshman coming in for a senior there again. The young players getting plenty of time today, as I see some other freshmen getting warmed up on the sideline here, and it looks like we have a second goalkeeper for your Warriors also warming up. So hopefully we can see some other action here as we continue to go. O'Brien, nice cut there, plays the ball in. Can she get a shot off? She does, and it looks like just out of bounds here. A great touch over there by that was Trich, and then Osgood again on the backside of it. And entering the game for the first time today, Maddie Hartman is entering as a goalkeeper. Maddie, again, another senior replacing Erica Dewey. So both teams have made a goalkeeping change today. But I know that Maddie has been on this team for quite some time now, and again, a great goalkeeper.
Great goalkeeper and great job by Dewey here. She did a great job today. Not too many saves, but she saved the ones that she needed to.
Absolutely. And Badin is coming and attacking, playing the ball out wide, but O'Brien says not today, as Peyton Smith is still just controlling that defensive midfielder position. Probably a great feeling as a coach to know that you have someone as solid in the central midfield as Peyton Smith there.
She's been all over the place today. I mean, she's ran probably 5 or 6 miles just running around the field. She's involved in most every play, it seems like. So just, again, we've got 18 minutes left here in the game. Mariemont getting a little bit tired. We got another sub coming in here.
Yeah,
for
we
the
had
Warriors.
2 of them. So Lily Sharp entered the game, and for the first time today, Noelle Ridge is entering the game. So again, a sophomore and a freshman entering the game. So getting some of this youth talent in here. Delaney Osgood leaving the game. Has got a big smile on her face with a great goal there. So congrats to her on a nice goal today. But we've got, again, this youth movement that's really exciting to see. But definitely getting all these girls some action today is a wonderful opportunity to get everyone a little game action ready for the playoffs.
And Badin here attacking. Nice try there, but ball's going to go out of bounds.
Great defense play by Fry there, who gets it out of bounds, and we have a Badin throw-in over here for Harris. Harris looking to advance the ball and see if she can't get some attack going for the Badin Rams. Dropping the ball back. Nice little move there by Havens to play the ball back to Julia Kinzel. Kinsel playing it out wide to Buckle. Buckle looking to advance the ball, but goes into the hands of a Mariemont Warriors defender. There's Ridge's first touch of the day. She's battling on the sideline there as she works her way back to try and win that ball again.
That's Spreen back there. And
good clearance up top. Number 14 there. We've got Olivia Trich, who looks to cross the ball all the way over to Fry, which was a great idea there. But again, settling back in, playing the ball. Here's Jardulo playing the ball up nice. It's always great when you got one of your defenders to come up and get the game go-ahead goal, I should say.
And no question about it. If you can get that kind of production from someone on the defense, always happy to have it.
Absolutely, and it looks like Nachioni is okay over there. She went up to Coach Haney, told him she was good to go. He had a nice little talk with her and told her that it may not be in their best interest to put her back in, but we'll see if she gets another run. But looks like she's okay, so that's good. And Allie Fry goes in on a nice little tackle there. A little too much. Goes in a little too much with the shoulder, but love seeing the effort. Love seeing the effort there. So Anthony attacking in the midfield, looking to get there, but defender Peyton Schumacher's right there. But a great shot on goal and gets it over Maddie Hartman. That was Caitlin Berger from deep.
Caitlin Berger, the freshman. What a kick. We're going to get a replay here.
And it looks like with that goal, Badin is going to be putting in their goalkeeper again. But that shot is from about 35 out. What a hit. She hits the ball over Hartman, who was not ready for that goal. But again, as I was alluding to, Michaela Kowalski coming back into this game. So Badin trying to settle everything down, and she's still putting on her gloves out there. I don't think this was planned, but Michaela is back in goal now as she replaces Werner.
That's really interesting to plug her back in at the goalkeeper position, but just wasn't ready for that last one. What a kick.
Yeah, there wasn't much Hartman could do on that one. Again, you're not expecting someone to put the ball in from 35 yards out with a liner like she did. So, as a coach, you want Hartman to be ready for all those shots. But truthfully, good positioning and all of that, there was little she could do on that one.
Just a good play.
Absolutely. Caught the goalkeeper off guard and basically the whole team off guard. So we'll see. We're 2-2 with 15 minutes left here today on this gorgeous 50-degree sun-driven day. And it looks like Poindexter coming back into the game. Here is another replay of this goal. So again, ball played out, missed clearance, and she just hits a liner right under the goalpost. But we are re-entering the game. It looks like Ellie Poindexter replaces Peyton Schumacher. Looks like Sharp goes back into the defense, and Ellie Poindexter comes into the midfield, which is not her usual spot, but looking to change things up and give different looks to different players as well. So here comes Ellie with the ball. A free kick. Great boot in. Gets up and over, but not enough. And ball is out of bounds here. O'Brien with the ball again. Allie Fry paying the ball back to O'Brien. O'Brien plays it up to Trich, who kicks it over to Noelle Ridge, who gets a nice touch on the ball. Oh, almost a successful pass to Trich deep into the box of the Lady Rams. But ball played across, and Kowalski says not today. That is that senior experience and athlete of the year again in their conference. So you know that she's a talented player back there, and she does not want to lose this game.
She does not want to lose. She was put in there for the sole purpose that she is going to help this Badin Ram team win this game if she can.
Absolutely.
And what a game today. A beautiful Saturday morning. No other place I would rather be right now than here with you, Brian, calling this game. This has been a heck of a ball game. It
has been. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. So as we were mentioned earlier, we do have a broadcasting program now at Mariemont High School. So Nathan, we brought you in. You are a broadcasting teacher. So tell me a little bit about our broadcasting class.
Well, the broadcasting masterclass here at Mariemont, so happy to be a part of it. So happy to come on board here for the first year. We have 3, bells a day. We have students that are interested in the business of broadcasting, sports broadcasting, any kind of broadcasting, news, sports. I have a sports background in broadcasting, although it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on the mic. So it is a great
It's like riding a bike, isn't it?
It is. And, it's a great opportunity for our students here at Mariemont to be exposed to what I call an exciting and wonderful world of broadcasting. To use your talents, whether it's behind a camera, on the mic, which, a lot of people want to do. But the people working the cameras, we have a couple out here today. Johnny and Andrew are doing a fantastic job. Working in the truck, doing instant replay, all of these things that you're not going to get a lot of experience, when you go to college. You're just taking classes. You're not really getting exposed to all of this, all the equipment and how to use it, how to work it. It's this kind of experience and what I am just dying to give our students here at Mariemont, which led me here, and it's what a blessing.
It's really exciting what we're doing as part of the Warriors Beyond program here at Mariemont, truly giving these children and students an idea of what their futures could look like beyond the classroom. And we're doing everything from podcasting with these students to hopefully going to run some of our games. And we can't thank ICRC enough for some of these great partnerships and the ability to have our students work behind cameras, work in the truck, and call some of these games. And we look forward to this partnership lasting for quite some time. But again, podcasting, that's what's been big in the walls of Mariemont High School lately. We got Mariemont Life Experience. We have Beyond Mariemont. Beyond Question. So
behind
kids
the
are having
scenes.
a great job. Really just digging into this life of broadcasting because, as you know, there are many jobs, whether it's in front of the camera, behind the camera. There's so many options out there, and we're excited for what's to come. So stick with us for quite some time. You're going to see some talent come out of Mariemont High School in the broadcasting world very soon.
Very exciting. We had Lance McAllister come during this week to talk to the students, and they just really enjoyed hearing him talk. Lance, on 6 to 9 on 700 WOW. Former intern of his, so how great it was to have him come in, talk to our students about radio broadcasting, and what an opportunity, for these students here to get into this business and learn more.
Absolutely. So we're just under 10 minutes left in this game. I've been sitting here as we've been talking about our broadcast program, looking down at the Warriors bench, and Nachione is giving her best reason to get back into this game to the trio of coaches sitting down there. But they are looking like they're going to hold her out, and it's a tough spot to be in because you want to win this game. You want to end the season on a high note, but at the same time, you do need to look towards the future. So it looks like the coaches have won out so far. We'll see what her convincing is here in the next 10 minutes or so.
You've got to love that. Yeah, that's that competitive nature that comes out in all of us, when you're on the pitch, whether in the court, on the field, whatever. It's that competitive nature. You always want to be in the game. If you're a star player, you want to be in the game. You don't want to be on the bench, even if you're a little bit hurt. You want to be out there. But the best thing she could do right now is support her team.
Absolutely.
Be there for your team. Be a good teammate. You don't have to be on the pitch. You can support your team. And right now, with 9 minutes left, both of these teams, wow, great effort so far. Don't give up. Both these teams just got to keep going hard at it.
No, and at this point, both teams have been seeded. You have your tournament draw. You know what's coming in a week for yourselves. And, at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for the program as a whole. And both teams seem to be going with that kind of mentality. And I don't think anyone wants to get hurt as we go here. So,
yeah, last 2 games we haven't gotten to this, but Badin, they haven't lost a game since September 23rd. So
it's quite a while.
They're on quite the streak. Beat Chaminade Julienne, tied Springboro, and won against Dayton Christian. Beat NCC, Newport Central Catholic, back on the 30th of September, and lost to Carroll on the 23rd. So they're on quite a run right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always good to see teams going on a range. So it would be nice to see a team break open here. But Jardulo is going to squash that right away here. So, again, we're just under 8 minutes left here at Kusel Stadium. It is a 2-2 draw at the time between your Warriors and your Lady Rams. But we will see what is going to come of it here in the next 8 minutes. And it looks like we have a trio of players coming back into the game for your Warriors with Poindexter, Murphy, and Dewey. So it does look like a little power is coming back into the game here for the final 7 minutes as we want to see a turn on this game. But it looks like those three ladies are going defensive, which is not typical to see here. So they are replacing Jardulo, Smith, and Abby Lyons.
And I think Morgan Dixon in for Badin as well. And I think we missed one earlier. Emily Ward, also the senior, in for Badin.
As we're looking to advance the ball here, tries to play the ball to Murphy, who is back in her normal midfield spot. But again, with Kowalski with a nice boot far here into the side. But, with the tie game here, I can tell you that it's not over. We still got just under 7 minutes of action here to go, and we are going to see what is going to happen here on the turf.
It's definitely not over. Both of these teams giving their full effort today, and like you said, it's homecoming eve here in Mariemont. So these girls definitely, that's not what they're thinking about right now. All they're thinking about right now is how can we score another goal, or how can we keep Badin from scoring another goal. But these girls, wow, what effort they're giving here today. We're under 6 minutes or under 7 minutes here in this game, and I think it's going to come down to the end, Brian.
It is going to come to that. And I'll tell you, as we're watching here, I love the effort that Allie Fry puts in. She goes 100 miles per hour all the time. She looks a little tired out there, but she is putting it all in. And Coach Haney saw the same thing I just saw, putting Delaney Osgood, one of our goal scorers today. She's coming back into the game. Maybe she's got a little magic left in that freshman foot of hers to get another goal. Ooh, and there's a nice collision in the box. It looks like it's going to be a fall over on Olivia Trich, but it is going to be another kick for Kowalski here. But again, I love the effort that these girls are putting in today, really truly going at it until the final whistle today as Kowalski sets up the ball for a kick into play. But it looks like Mariemont's got plenty of players behind the ball to win this one.
Yeah, Osgood gets put in. She's right back into the middle of things there.
Absolutely. Ball's played nice and wide over there to Dixon. Dixon's going to take the ball down the right-hand side of the field against Kendall Spreen. Spreen doing a nice job, but the ball does get crossed in. It looks like you have Peyton Schumacher in there to get the ball out of it. Maddie Murphy clearing the ball, playing the ball over here. Looking to go up top to Trich again, who again falls down on the ball. But Badin gets the ball and plays it deep into the defensive third of the Mariemont Warriors. We have a throw-in coming for Spang.
Yeah, a lot of action there. Unfortunately, missed the header there by Ward to get the ball up the field and out of bounds in Mariemont's favor.
Absolutely. Ball's played in. Maddie Murphy lets the ball go over her head, but into the foot of the Badin defender, who plays the ball into number 17. But Micah R.
Yeah, Art getting in on the action there, but
absolutely.
Mariemont kicks
Poindexter
it out.
over to Ridge. Ridge playing the ball back into Murphy. Kendall Dewey gets the ball there. Again, back to Ridge, who plays it to Murphy. Murphy looking to advance the ball into the Badin defender's foot. And again, they're going to recycle the ball and start resetting what they want to do here.
Yeah, 4 minutes left. I think Badin, just crack down a little bit. You got to be disciplined. Don't give up anything easy as they lost possession here, and let's see what the Warriors can do.
Trying to find Osgood on the outside here, but cannot find her foot as Spank's going to enter the ball back into play here as she goes to progress. But we do have a substitution there. So Brian re-enters the game here, and it looks like she's taking out Noelle Ridge. Put in a good 10-15 minutes of action there for us.
And that's all she needed to do. So hopefully Mariemont, they're going for the win. you definitely going for the win here. Don't want to tie. You want to get those 3 points, and that's certainly what I think Coach Haney is playing.
Yeah, he definitely wants the win, but he is putting some girls in some different positions than they're used to playing as well, trying to find a little magic here with just over 3 minutes left in the half, as O'Brien has played a great game defensively for the Warriors, but now she's up top, but maybe they're trying to find some magic with Nachione and McGowan out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, if you got it, that's what happens. It's next person up, next girl up. One girl goes down.
It's a good ball over the top, but Hartman gets the ball there. She's going to be an aggressive goalkeeper back there, and we love seeing it with a nice boot. Kendall Dewey back on the ball. Dewey advances the ball into the Badin defender's foot as the defense is battling back in a ping-pong action here. Maddie Murphy plays the ball into Poindexter. Poindexter looking to get the ball to the next spot, but a nice clearance from the Badin defender into the hands of Maddie Hartman, who's going to get the ball back into play here shortly with 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second half of the game. Let's see if there's any magic left on one of the feet of one of the players out here. There's Poindexter with the ball. She's looking to advance it again. Does get the ball up into Olivia Tritch's foot, who tries to play it to Maddie Murphy, but gets fouled on the play. So it looks like Poindexter's going to put the ball down about 40 yards out of goal here as she looks to play the ball in. But again, you got to remember, you've got Michaela Kowalski back there who is going to control that box as she plays the ball in. And there's players on it, but again, right into the hand of Kowalski. It was another easy one for her, but good effort by Poindexter to get that ball into the box.
Yeah, great effort by her. She tried to kick it solo there, not quite, but Kowalski, like you said, she one of the best.
That's good, taking the ball down the right-hand side. Another ball from Poindexter. Can she get the ball across? She can. Is anyone there? They are not, but it's back on the foot. That's good. Goes for it. And a save by the goalkeeper. What a great touch off the line by Michaela Kowalski. Again, great athlete back there and an even better goalkeeper.
Yeah, great job there by Michaela. You know, Mariemont, you swarmed the goal there.
Here's that replay of that save. Again, ball put in, bounces back to her. Osgood with the shot that I thought might squeeze in that top, but an outstretched arms of Kowalski doing a nice job as we re-enter the game with just 1 minute left back. Spain playing the ball out wide to Osgood. Osgood playing the ball to nobody, unfortunately. But we do have a throw in here. We're going to have an exciting 45 seconds left in this game as Spang is advancing the ball forward as they play that ball in. Oh, great effort by Tritch to get it turned in. Again, out of bounds. It looks like Spang's trying to get that ball quickly to re-enter the game. And the ball's on the field, so it took a few seconds there. But here comes Spang with the toss. Looks to flick it onto Osgood. A clearance by the Badin defender. And the ball's bouncing with just under 20 seconds left to go as Spang puts the ball back into play. And we're going to have a corner kick here. Last chance. All the Warriors are going forward. They're got 8 seconds left. Are they even going to get it off? It does not appear they're even going to get this kick with 3, 2, 1. And that does it here on the turf at Kusel Stadium. We end today's game between your Mariemont Warriors and your Badin Rams 2-2 in what I thought was an amazing game of grit, effort, and determination by both teams as the regular season comes to a close.
Both of these teams coming out of here today have to keep their head held up high. They played fantastic soccer today. I think if you're a Badin player, if you're a Mariemont player, I think you're okay with a tie. I know that sounds, but I think you're okay with that because as we saw earlier, Mariemont, took the early lead. Badin fought back, got back into it, and things kind of got crazy there. But they stayed in it, they hung in there, and did a fantastic job. So good for the girls.
Absolutely. We want to wish both teams good luck in the OHSAA playoffs as they advance here and start their tournament season soon. And that does it for us here at Kusel Stadium with a 2-2 tie. We'll see you back in action hopefully soon here on ICRC-TV. Have a great day, everybody.